A black Florida woman is suing a public school after a teacher allegedly told her son that black people were beneath white people. This is according to News4JAX. The parent, Alyse Beechem, is planning to sue Duval County Public Schools after her son, enrolled at the Mandarin Middle School, was called a racial slur by his teacher. Beechem's lawsuit alleges that a pattern of racist abuse directed at her son, while also accusing family members of turning a blind eye and even exacerbating the problem. One such incident occurred when the son had complained about to the teacher about another student, calling him a racial slur. The teacher told Beechem's son that he gets mad when someone calls him an N-word, but he thinks he can say it about himself, the complaint alleges. Beechem's son then asked the teacher how she would feel if somebody called her a cracker, and she responded by calling him the N-word and saying, "You don't have the privilege to call white people crackers because black people are beneath white people." Jesus Christ. Saying the C word, totally fine. Sorry, not totally fine. Saying the N word, totally fine. The C word, you have crossed the line, son. You have crossed the line. And by the way, you also can't say gay. Can't talk about it. Nope. Can't talk about transgender people. Can't talk about any of that. But the teacher can call you an N word. And not even get in trouble for it. Not even get in trouble. So look, those two words obviously not comparable at all. Look, you can call me that. I mean, all day long, call me a C word. I don't care. That really doesn't have any weight. Not like the N word does, the N slur. Now, Jasmine Rand, the attorney represented Beechem, tells News4JAX that 7 other students have submitted written statements backing up the claims of the teacher using that racist language in the classroom. The lawsuit further alleges that Beechem's son was actually punished because he had gotten into a physical altercation with another student who had used that slur. According to the document, the dean contacted Beechem and told her that the son would be suspended for 3 days, allegedly saying, "Words don't hurt, and he needs to know how to handle things better." The other student was also suspended. Well, at least there's that. But there was no formal investigation at that point. So, hey, don't worry, guys. In Florida, they'll just tell you words don't hurt. You know, unless you're the teacher and get called a cracker. So, look, this is what's going on. This is what's going on when you have racists. All of this is super ironic because, as I've reported before, Florida Republicans are trying to prohibit teachers from discussing any topic that might cause people to feel a little bit discomfort over race. And who are the people that feel uncomfortable in those conversations? Well, that would be racists. The only people feeling discomfort are racists, like this teacher. Now, I wonder who Florida Republicans are going to defend or are going to back. I mean, so far, I haven't really seen any kind of statements about this or any outrage from the right wing, so I don't know. That teacher should be fired, though. Again, and the reason is, if you literally believe that black people are inferior and you tell them, then you are a racist and you shouldn't be around children. You shouldn't be teaching children. But I think it's really funny too that this whole freak out on the right about teachers who are LGBT, right? Or they want to teach anti-racism. They're the ones being targeted in Florida. When in Florida and in many other states, you seem to have a problem with racism. Oh, we can't talk about that. We can't talk about racism. We can't read books about racism. We can't have a discussion on that because little Johnny might feel a little uncomfortable. It's not little Johnny. It's the parents of little Johnny that are a little uncomfortable over these conversations because little Johnny's parents might be racist. And again, in Florida, if you are gay and trans and you answer questions, maybe from your students, asking you, anything about that, if you answer them, you could be fired. So there it is. But again, you say the N-word, you call your student the N-word, and you tell them that he's literally inferior because of his race, and nothing happens. This teacher has not been fired. Beechem ended up meeting with school administrators and the superintendent, but has said that no disciplinary action has been taken so far. Her son was removed from that teacher's class per her request, putting him, obviously, setting him back on his education. A DCPS spokesperson, however, said this: the school and the district are aware of this allegation, but because it's a matter of potential future litigation, the district is not able to make any public comments regarding the claims. Can't talk about it. Can't talk about it. Pending litigation. Well, I'm guessing the litigation would go away if you do an investigation and then you fire the teacher. Because obviously that person should not be instructing students. But I'm not surprised that they still are.